Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a money, finances, and career reading for you guys. So let's see what is in store for you, beautiful fishies. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope everything is going well for you. If you'd like to say hi, you can comment below. Let me know how you're doing. I would love to read about it. I was going to say hear about it, but read about it. Let's see. Universe, what are the most relevant and important messages you got for Pisces for money, finances, and career? Please bring in the most accurate predictions, the best advice, the most powerful confirmations that you got for Pisces, so that can, that area can bloom. Alright, I'm going to take the cards that jump upright. And then I'm going to do maybe a Celtic cross with this one. Let's see. Okay. That was graceful. Alright, Pisces. By the way, guys, 60% off sale on the website. Check it out. Alrighty. What do we have here, Pisces? Alright, so this is a message that we have received plenty of times before. I'm seeing kind of like the same thing. So I'm not going to focus too much on that. Basically, you've been patient, you have been putting in the work, you have most likely spread yourself a little too thin, Pisces, but you're keeping at it, and they're telling you to keep moving forward because there's great rewards ahead. That's pretty much what we get in every single reading. If you watch the channel, you know that that's very present usually. So let's see what else, behind that layer in the cards, what else is showing up? Okay, I just heard more is not necessarily better. So Pisces, are you going for what you want, or are you going for what you think you should want? Sometimes we think we want to be millionaires. Sometimes we think we want to have the biggest, baddest business ever. And then we do, and we're like, life was more simple before. Maybe this is not what I actually wanted. So that is what I'm getting here, like Pisces. You have these goals. Really go into them, analyze them. Put yourself in the shoes of the version of you living that reality, and ask yourself, what are the problems that you may be dealing with once you get there, and see if that is something that you find worth it or not before starting that climb or before taking that particular path. I'm getting that some of you are like pushing a boulder up a mountain only to get to the top of the mountain and realize that you don't like the view, or that it doesn't have a view, or that it was just not what you thought it was. So what I'm getting here is like, put it down for a second, kind of like Knight of Pentacles energy, which I'm surprised is not here. Take a pause, take a breather, analyze where you want to go, what is it that you really want to do. Don't grow for growth's sake. Grow strategically. You don't have to be everywhere all the time doing everything. What makes you happy? If you have a business, And you have this ingrained idea that bigger is better and that more is, better, and that more money and that more sales, whatever. Maybe you have that so ingrained you haven't even realized that that's not necessarily what everybody wants. It's so ingrained in society that we just feel like we have to be in every social media, doing everything we can, growing as much as we can in every way we can every single day. And maybe that's not what, would make you happy. Maybe you like one social media if you have a business. Maybe you like to do one little thing over and over again. Maybe you don't like to work with a team. Maybe you would like to have everything automated and a huge team that does everything for you. Every single one of you is going to have a different preference. Same goes for you if you don't have a business but you have a job, right? Even if you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, the biggest status or the more appreciation from society a job has doesn't necessarily mean that job on a daily basis is going to make you happy. So how about we sit here and we evaluate a little bit how your goals, your desires would make you feel once you get there. How can you feel that way now? It's like that, what's it called? What's this thing called? Desire map, right? You think that when you get that $1 million, you're going to feel this way. You think you're going to feel valued or appreciated or blessed or lucky. But first of all, maybe you get there and maybe that's not how you feel. But how can you get those feelings of feeling valued and lucky and blessed and create them, bring them into your life today? How can you do something today that makes you feel blessed, that makes you feel lucky, right? Instead of, pushing that boulder up a hill that may or may not look the way you think it's going to look when you get there. And it's not, I'm a very ambitious person. I'm not saying that it's not worth it to fight for what you want. What I'm saying is fight with all you got, right? Align yourself, masculine energy, feminine energy, all the way, get what you desire, as long as it is really what you desire. And sometimes we don't take the time to think about that. Sometimes we skip that part. So more is not necessarily better, okay? Some of you are actually happier with a simpler life. Some of you have achieved amazing status, maybe in a very difficult city to live with or in. I'm seeing someone here who's living in a penthouse in New York, spending a shit ton of money, and you're like, I don't feel fulfilled. And you did it, you pushed that boulder all the way up there, you did it, you are successful, you are, by anybody's standards, a badass, right? But maybe what you actually want to do is be in a hammock in the Caribbean without having anyone recognize you, or, being on your own in a little cabin in the forest. I don't know, Pisces. But try at this time to really evaluate that. Try to take those projections from society away from your mind for a little bit and try to see what really feels fulfilling to you. I personally love to wake up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning and read the cards and do my magical woo things and, work in that way. Everybody thinks I'm nuts, right? But I love it. It's just I love what I do in that way. And it's a very particular thing. Some of you could have very quirky, very strange ways in which you want to live. But maybe you don't find those to be acceptable, or maybe you've heard so many times that that's wrong or whatever, that you don't even aim for those anymore. Some of you don't want to be married. Some of you don't want a big wedding. Some of you don't want a big promotion. You actually would like to have less responsibilities. Some of you would actually like to travel and just be free. Others of you don't want to travel and you want to stay put. So basically this reading is asking you to go within. And a great way to do that, because sometimes, we listen to these readings, mine and from other readers, and, the message kind of comes in, but it also kind of comes out, through one ear, and then it goes out through the next. Take a moment and stop. Stop what you're doing. If you're washing the dishes, if you're folding your clothes, whatever. Stop for a second and go to the comment section and do this for you. Not for me, not for other people. Do it for you. Kind of like an exercise, a healing exercise. And just write down, I'm supposed to want this, but what I actually want is that. Take a moment, take the challenge. And I think that it can be very healing and very supportive to your journey based on what I'm seeing here in the cards. I'm going to do it with you as well. I'm supposed to, I think I should want massive expansion in my business, but what I actually want is money. Maybe I feel like I should be on every social media and do every single zodiac sign readings and do everything and be everywhere. But honestly, what I want is to not feel overwhelmed. What I want is to feel connected to my tribe. What I want is to have enough money for everything I want and need. That's it, I don't necessarily want to be the number one YouTuber. And if that is what will make you happy, go for it. But in my case, I am recognizing through this process that I just want to be chill, I just want to chill. So comment below and tell me, what is it that you're supposed to want or that you think you should want? But what is it that you actually want? Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This Sagittarius could be going through this process too. Spreading themselves way too thin, thinking they have to do everything. And trying to also be in balance, I almost feel like it's making them ill. It's making them feel depressed. So some of you could have a to-do list that's packed with stuff, and another to-do list about the things that you should do that will make you feel good and healthy and keep your center. And instead of having those things be escape, they become just another bullet point in your day, right? So it's like, don't let self-care become another errand or another thing that you have to do. Let it become your hiding spot, your sacred space, your place that you go to and exhale and just, kind of drop into your body. Some of you are putting so much pressure on yourselves. I see planners that are just overwhelming to look at. To-do list after to-do list after to-do list, the groceries, the home stuff, the favors you said you were going to do, the things that you have to do for work, the social activities that you don't want to go to, but you have to go to. I don't know, Pisces. I feel like it's time to declutter, for real. Some of you are arriving after kind of navigating a very unstable ocean or whatever. You're arriving at the coast, and it's so chill and it's so relaxed. And you get to just, you know, get out of the boat and just sit in the sand, look at the water. But you feel this pressure to always be doing more, always being more productive, or always being more active, always pushing. And I feel like Spirit is almost asking you, why though? Why? Is being pressured something that makes you feel good? Is that something that you like because it makes you feel good? If that's the case, go for it. If you feel amazing and exhilarated, checking all those boxes and having that challenge every day, go for it. Enjoy every bit of it. But if all those things just burn in you and they just make you feel off and all you want to do is disconnect, then, you know, evaluate that. Who is putting that pressure on you? Is it your boss? Is it your family? Is it society? Or is it yourself? Like, sometimes we are the only ones putting that kind of pressure on ourselves. Sometimes the one that treats us the most harsh is us, you know? So yeah, Pisces, just take a time to contemplate this. You may realize that you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what makes you happy, and this reading was just an opportunity for you to understand that, or to acknowledge that. Others of you are going to be like, well, fuck. Like, okay. So if this is not what I should be doing, then what on earth am I doing? Some of you may be realizing that you stretch yourself too thin because you're trying to find validation. If you are productive, that means you're successful. Or if you're productive, that means you're healthy. Or if you're productive, that means you are a great mom, or a great sibling, or I don't know, man, a great student. Look at your planner if you have. Oh my god, if you don't have a planner, like, how do you live? I have ADHD, so it's like I can't even imagine a world without a planner. Like, I can't. So if you have a planner, by the way, I recommend Artful Agenda Planner. I'm not associated, you know, in any way with them, but they're amazing. The product is amazing. Anyway, go back to your planner and see and evaluate every single thing there. Are you doing that because it makes you happy, out of love, or are you doing that out of fear? Are you doing each one of those points because you want the outcome, or because you should want the outcome? Interesting read. This was very different. I like it. I love it, actually. And it actually resonated with me. Like, I feel like this applies for me too, which is really nice. I'm going to take an oracle card. I'm not going to be doing the Celtic Cross. I'm going to leave that for the next reading. I'm going to try to, you know, publish some readings today. It's Sunday. And I don't feel like I should. I kind of want to. Okay? Alright. Spirit, please bring in the ideal message from this booklet that Pisces needs right now. Okay, protection. Your higher power, however you describe this, is a loving and protective energy. You are loved and protected. Identify your fears. You can protect yourself better. Trust in yourself. The phrase here, or the mantra, is I am loved and protected. The companion stone is black tourmaline. As the lunar cycle comes to the last set of crescents, in this case the waning ones, we know that the dark moon is close, and so is the fresh start of the beautiful new moon, which we happen to just have one. By the way, you guys, if you're waiting for a spell, for some of the spells that I have pending, I'm waiting for some things that are arriving in the mail. And once I get those, is that I can actually have that. Some crystals and some very specific herbs that I need. They're pretty much on the way. I think tomorrow maybe they're going to be arriving. And I'm going to, you know, continue to keep you posted. Anyway, fin del comunicado. Here is our chance to let go of our resistance. Surrender and let go. To do that with confidence, we may feel like we need some support from the universe, or whatever we believe our higher power to be. That support can take the form of feeling protected from whatever might happen, and helping us get the courage to release what needs to go. Witches and other pagan practitioners who use the lunar and seasonal energies are often asked to assist people with spells, techniques, and even talismans of protection. These darker moons and the dark moon itself provides a great time to create and cast for this purpose. An easy way is to plug into the earth, raise that benevolent and loving energy, and turn to the 4 directions, asking each direction to shield and protect you in your endeavors. Then, finally, connect with the moon herself, with you as a conduit in the middle, brimming full of power and confidence. Trust in yourself to do what you need to do, Pisces. And you get to choose. What is it that you need to do? Alright, my love, so that's what I have for you. Comment below. Don't miss out on this opportunity of, self-evaluation. Comment below and read the other comments. Some other people may be going through things that you're not, you haven't realized that you are going through. So read through the comments. You may be like, oh my god, that's also something that I feel. What this person is feeling is something also that I, need to acknowledge. The sale is still happening at this time, 60% off on the website. For the manifestation sessions, if you would like to book one, the availability is open. And with this sale, they're $97 instead of $197. So you can check that out. And know that I pour a lot of love into the products that I create for you. From, the ones that help you through magic manifest financial abundance, business success, all of that, to the ones that provide healing and just kind of like expansion in the spiritual process, I guess you could call it, development. All of that you're going to find in the description box below. I love you, Pisces. I really, really do. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for hanging out. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye, my loves.